What's up, YouTube? What's going on? So, Kim Basinger was passed over in the movie 10, which was given to Bo Derek. And what do I think about that? Well, Basinger looked like the role, but I think one of the reasons that got Bo Derek that role was because she had cornrows. Think about it. A white woman with braids in the 70s and late, that was something else. She had the tan and everything. Now, I know them people gonna think she was a cultural appropriator and a bandit, and you do kind of wonder because there really was nothing that I would say beyond that imagery and that styling that Bo Derek really wasn't like had done anything that I would say that seemed to be cool or chic per se. She just how do I say this? She just basically seemed like she was at the right place, right time, imagery and vibe wise. But I never felt that she was I it's kind of like it was appropriated for that particular era. Some people did have a problem with her wearing braids and especially with the tan and everything for the movie 10. The movie was a trip. I know if it came out today, it would definitely cause some reaction because of her imagery. Dudley Moore was a mess in that movie. He playing the piano, and I always had Dudley Moore mixed up with Rod Stewart too, because they act so much alike. I mean, musicians, but acting like they drunk and chasing skirts all the time, and it was hilarious when you see how it played out. But anyway, um, this particular movie, it's interesting. Kim Basinger, who probably could have played that role. Like if they had this been a big hit and they had made it multiple times. Of course, Bo Derek was also trying to kind of to get some of that Farrah Fawcett vibe. You know, nice looking woman, but kind of stiff. And the thing about it is, the only female actress that ever really gave Dudley Moore a run in his movies was Liza Minnelli for Arthur. Because you remember Susan Anton and them, and they were kind of similar. There was a lot of similar type of blonde, blue-eyed actresses around that time who you would probably say were like third tierish because they weren't distinctive as far as any chops, but it was imagery because it was the Farrah Fawcett jump off. And Bo Derek benefited from that. I mean, when watching that movie when she was running on the sandy beach but it was the braids that um that had pretty much put certain things in perspective, and it was the selling of it. So, um, when I think about that movie, a lot goes through my mind with that whole particular time. So, yeah, I thought I would, and it was interesting when I found this out because Basinger had started off back then, you know, it was also kind of around the late Dorothy Stratton, the Playboy model. A lot of this stuff is all connected. When I talk about who passed on roles or what have you, but when we're talking about a certain imagery and a look, it was all connected. And in hindsight, you sitting there sometimes and you thinking to yourself, like, yeah, this person remind me of this person remind me of that. That's how they got that. That's what was up with that. So it makes you think. But I think Kim Basinger could have probably pulled it off. Anything that Bo Derek did, I think she could have pulled it off. But I don't know if she would have had the same fanfare because Bo Derek at that time, for a mini window, had some popularity off imagery. But anyway, let me know what you think. Kim Basinger passed over for the movie 10 for Bo Derek. Please hit like, subscribe, welcome thoughts, comments, and I do respond. Thank you. Wash your hands. Keep your mind clear. Watch out for another. Share it if you like and hit that membership. Stay safe, stay blessed, stay woke, stay free. I'm out one time. Peace.